Hello everyone, my name is Abdel Harbi and today I'm going to represent my research which is about the impact of technology on KU students. First of all, let me explain my agenda, which is divided into three sectors. First of all, interview, which is give the viewers a general idea about the research, and the second sector is discuss and finding and discussion about the results that was collected by survey, and the last sector is conclusion for the whole research. First, let me ask you some questions. In the other 2 years, which is the most important event that happened in last 2 years? Without doubt, it's COVID-19. COVID-19 has conquered the world and forced the people to do the quarantine in their home. So people in that time they can't communicate with other people without using what? Without using technology. So they developed their ways to make the students learn in their home by using applications and some website that schools and universities established for students. So technology is very important in our life nowadays. So there is a lot of questions running through our minds about technology. Is it a curse or gift for the humankind? Is it healthy or not healthy for our health? So this research is talk about this technology and specifically about KAU about KAU students, okay? Because the university students are the builder for our future, and they are the unit base for the development of any country or for any country in this world. And in Vision 2030, focus on this students to give them a better learning way to study. So 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 for ask for take the for collecting the data about KU students. The survey was established. The survey was made by three tools, which is Google Form and WhatsApp and Microsoft Excel. First, the questionnaire designed and put it in the Google Form website. After that, the WhatsApp take the link of the survey and distribute it into a lot of groups in the application. After that, the data of the survey was collected and analyzed by Microsoft Excel into graphs and numbers and a number schedule for the answers. Finding and discussion. Let me start with the first question for the race for let me start with the first research questions, which is how has technology impacted on distance learning? There is a lot of interesting result, but the most interesting result about this research questions that KU students spend more than 4,000 riyal per year about in technology materials. We compare this result to similar study on European countries that their study says they spend more than 1,000 euro on the technology material for students. That means that means they have a similar average for spending the money, and there is there is there is a lot there is a similar for the cost in those countries. And the other result that says KU students the KU students grades are increased, but in other country like America, the students grades the students grades are decreased. That give us that give us that KU students feel more comfortable about technology more than any other students in any other country, and they give good performance about good performance on technology websites. Research question 2 is how have distance learning application affected learning attitude and health for students. Technology has entered our life system, so of course it will affect our mood and our communicate with other people, and because that KU students have a good effect by technology, and they have a good mood because they know how to use the technology, and they know how to use the social media and other applications to communicate with other people, to save their time. They didn't have to go through through more than 10 kilometers for going to university. They just can go to any class in their home without any struggling about the meal. And KU students' physical health is affected by technology. They can do their own routine about going to walk or going to gym club or any other practice and exercises for their health. They can do anything they want by a lot of time that technology gives them. The third research question is how can technology improve students' performance? KU students believe that their time was saved by technology. They didn't have to struggle about how to go to university or about how to collect the information. They didn't forced to go to learn with the one mean. With the one way. They can use different ways for learning. They didn't force to go in one college in one place in one time. They can learn in any time they want. And KU students prefer study on their own. They didn't want to be limitation. They didn't have to be. They didn't have to be limited. They didn't have to be. Didn't have to be. The student didn't have to be limited by one way. They prefer to have a lot of space to learn and do their own lifestyle without any affecting about their study. In conclusion, I want to give some recommendation for government and university administration. They should develop the technology materials for students, and give the students another option for study materials. They can create their own companies for students to get their materials technology like laptops and computers, and the government will get a lot of benefit for this project, because the students will buy from them and they will have some money, and the students will be happy because they didn't have to give a lot of money to other company in other country in the world. And there is a limitation for for this research, because the research has taken the research result was made in online. There is a limitation for a survey, because the survey established in the exam week in online, so students didn't answer it seriously, but they didn't answer seriously, but there is a lot of benefit for this research, because after this research we know about students' behavior about technology. We know about the students prefer technology more than actual learning. Students believe their time was saved by technology, and they want to the technology and the technology means in learning improve, and technology means always have a lot of potentials for develop and give a better ways for students to get a better grade and better life. In the end, I want to thank you all for your time, and I want to specifically thank my teacher Ali Azhar, because he struggled with us in this research. Again, I want to thank you all for listening, and if you have any questions, you can ask me in my email that's shown here. Thank you all. Bye.